Steps. Oh, listeners, prepare to have your corsets unlaced. We're diving headfirst into The Mysteries of Pendowar Hall by Syrie James. And let me tell you, this book is steamier than a freshly baked Cornish pasty. I mean, just listen to this line. Guilt and regret are like cancer. Captain, they can eat one away from the inside out if we let them. Deep, right? Like emotionally deep.
Yeah, deep like a puddle after a light drizzle. Cancer, guilt, regret. Sounds like a recent date, actually. Except they ate me out of house and home, not from the inside out, so less metaphorical, more literal.
The steps, you're incorrigible. This book is a masterpiece of Gothic romance. We've got Diana Taylor, a governess who's basically Nancy Drew in a petticoat, arriving at this brooding, windswept manor on the Cornish coast.
Oh, I love a good windswept manor. Reminds me of my hair after a night out in a convertible. Equally disastrous, equally full of questionable decisions.
And then there's Captain William Fallbrook, the master of the house. He's all dark and mysterious, with a tragic past and a wounded war hero physique. Think Mr. Rochester, but with better sea legs and possibly fewer secrets in the attic, possibly.
So, your standard brooding, emotionally unavailable alpha type with a side of post-traumatic stress disorder. Groundbreaking. Does he at least have a decent wine cellar? Because if I'm going to be trapped in a drafty old house with someone who communicates exclusively through smoldering glances, I'm going to need a good cabernet.
Steps, he has secrets, darling, and a mermaid's curse. There's a local legend about unexplained phenomena. Whispers in the night. It's all very atmospheric. And Diana, our intrepid governess, isn't just there to teach little Emma Fallbrook, who, by the way, has dyslexia, which is handled with surprising sensitivity for a historical novel.
Dyslexia? In the 1840s? So, she's basically reading the future then? Because I'm pretty sure they just called that, being a bit thick, back then, progress, I guess.
No, she's a detective. There's been a suspicious death, and Diana is determined to uncover the truth. She's intelligent, resourceful, and she says what she means. One reviewer said, she says what she means and means what she says. Groundbreaking stuff, really.
So, she's honest, in a romance novel? Where's the fun in that? I prefer my heroines to be masters of deception, preferably with a hidden dagger in their garter and a penchant for poisoning their partners. You know, for spice.
The mystery is so well crafted. Reviewers were on the edge of their seats. I had absolutely no inkling who the perpetrator was. One exclaimed, another said, the mystery was very mysterious. High praise indeed.
The mystery was very mysterious. Well, I'd certainly hope so. It would be a pretty rubbish mystery if it was, obvious. The butler did it with the candlestick in the library. Next.
And the romance, it's a slow burn, a simmering tension. It's all very Janeaeyre.
Oh, Janeaeyre. The original, I can fix him story. Except instead of fixing him, she just ends up with a blind, maimed partner. Goals.
But there are kisses, chaste yet passionate. One reviewer said it was quite light on the romance, which for some of us is a good thing. We like a little anticipation.
Light on the romance. So, basically, they hold hands and exchange meaningful glances across a crowded ballroom. My grandma's bridge club has more action.
There's a scene where Diana confronts William about his secrets, and it's electric. The air practically crackles with unspoken desires.
Unspoken desires? Or just indigestion from all that Cornish pasty. Hard to tell the difference sometimes.
And the ending. So many reviewers were shocked by the killer's identity. I was shocked at who the villain turned out to be. They cried. I normally can guess who the villain is and was shocked.
So, the villain wasn't the creepy gardener with the shifty eyes and the suspiciously large collection of gardening tools. Shocking. Truly shocking.
Some reviewers did mention the ending felt a little rushed, but that just leaves you wanting more. More mystery, more romance, more Captain Fallbrook.
More Captain Fallbrook. I'd rather have more wine, or maybe a dating app that filters out people who describe themselves as wounded war heroes. It's a red flag, a big flapping crimson red flag.
So, to wrap up, The Mysteries of Pendowar Hall is a thrilling, romantic, and surprisingly insightful read, perfect for fans of gothic mysteries, strong female leads, and brooding sea captains.
And for those of us who enjoy a good laugh at the expense of the top romance tropes and questionable historical accuracy, it's a win-win, really.
Steps. We're opening up the phone lines now. Tell us, listeners, what's your favorite ridiculously romantic trope? Bonus points if it involves a windswept moor and a hero with a tragic past.
And if you've ever dated a wounded war hero, call in and tell us your story. We promise not to judge too much unless an eye patch was worn unironically. Then all bets are off. That is all for today on Heartbook Radio.